Well, hey folks, it is Monday afternoon, and tomorrow evening on the 6th, there will be a council meeting. Once again, I'm praying that they'll go ahead and pull the trigger and vote to bring in one of the grant admin companies, because 6 sent in proposals, and according to the Heather Ladner Smith, she said 5 looked promising. Out of those, 2 were cream of the crop, and I have garnered information from that. I requested from the city to see the proposals that were submitted, and I did a little digging and asked some questions myself, just as a private citizen, for private citizen information to share with my other citizens of Bay St. Louis and beyond about some great news. And so, yes, there is a SWIFT grant, but what I learned is in the last 2 years, FEMA has done a lot of restructuring of the grant system. And so the SWIFT Current Initiative grant is specifically disaster related. So a named storm, a disaster, an emergency has to be declared to qualify for that one. But perk up your ears, folks. If you are a severe repetitive loss home or a repetitive loss home, listen up. There's also the FMA, the Flood Mitigation Assistant grants were revamped. And according to the source from one of these grant admin companies, they told me that there is absolutely no difference, not one smidge of difference, between the FMA grant that is non-disaster related and the SWIFT grant, which is disaster related, which is what I was awarded, but it's stuck in bureaucrat limbo right now. But with that being said, I then contacted the city to find out how many of those homes we have. And so according to the city stats, we have 74 severe repetitive loss homes, and we have 11 repetitive loss homes. So if those homes I'm speaking to, and you hear this and you can share this, if you have FEMA insurance, you really need to perk your ears up, and you really need to be at that meeting tomorrow night. I can't stress this enough. This is not going to just come wander at your doorstep and land. You have to get out there and beat the bushes for it. But anyway, with that being said, I asked this person with one of the grant admin companies if they would send me information on what the criteria is to be qualified for one of the flood mitigation assistant grants that are now, they've been utilizing hundreds of them in Louisiana. And this person said they didn't know why Mississippi wasn't taking advantage of it. So if we get a grant admin company pulled in from those RFPs that the city of Bay St. Louis sent out, then they can also help facilitate this without such a headache as what we've been through. So here we go. Here's your qualifications. Properties included in a project application for FMA must be insured by the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, prior to the opening of the application period and must be maintained in perpetuity. Severe repetitive loss, SRL, structure covered under an NFIP policy are eligible for a 100% federal cost share. You heard that right, 100%. 4 or more separate flood insurance claims with the amount of each claim, including the building and contents payments, exceeding $5,000, and with the cumulative amount of such claim payments exceeding $20,000, or at least 2 separate flood insurance claim payments, building payments only, have been made where the cumulative amount of the claims exceed the value of the insured structure. Now that's for SRLs. For a repetitive loss structure covered under an NFIP policy, they're eligible for 90% federal cost share, and that's what we got. We got a 90%. April Bird with the SWIFT grant. Now I'm talking about FMAs here, but the SWIFT grant, we got 90%. April Bird got 100%. Okay. So 2 flood insurance claims in which the cost of repair on average, equaled or exceeded 25% of the value of the structure of the time of the flood events and at the time of the second incident of flood-related damage. The NFIP flood insurance policy contains increased cost of compliance coverage. Under certain circumstances, properties that do not meet SRL or RL status may be eligible for a federal cost share of 75%. So even if you're not necessarily a SRL or an RL, you still may be eligible for a 75% cost share, folks. They have really revamped this, and Mississippi has just been asleep at the wheel. I'm sorry, but they have. But we're going to honk the horn and wake them up, right? The other requirement of the application is that it must be cost effective. We have to provide a benefit cost analysis, a BCA, with a minimum of 1-to-1 ratio encompassing all of the structures in the application using FEMA's BCA, once again, benefit cost analysis 6.0 module, which has to show that the past flood damages and projected future damages exceed the cost to elevate, reconstruct, or acquire the structure. That is the general requirements. So you need to listen, folks. There is big hope out there, but y'all need to get in your car and drive down to the council meetings, reach out to your council person, reach out to me. I'll send this information to you. If enough people say, hey, we pay taxes into this, your tax money has gone into all of these grants, y'all need to start getting this back. If you are a SRL in Mississippi, if you are an RL, or even if you're not, and they can project that you're going to meet the criteria about cost loss on that ratio schedule they have, they'll still they can do a 75% cost share with you. So guys and girls, if it's going to be, it's got to be up to me. And same thing goes for you. So please be your own advocate. I have fought the good fight. I have fought against every odd. I have fought to get legislation. I have fought to get an AG opinion. I have fought and fought and fought and fought. And I hope all the people of the Bay St. Louis administration hears this. It's time. It's time to pull the trigger, because knowing what we know now, to not do this and not to help the citizens get what they need to get their families out of harm's way for safety, for health reasons, for property value reasons, and that will flow out to benefit the whole community, then to not do that now is not of noble character. And I'm counting on people around me to rise above, pull out what's good in them, work together, get over all of these side pockets of government bureaucracy and insider fighting, and make this happen for citizens. We deserve it. We put you in positions to make this happen, and it's time to do it. Now the cat's out of the bag. The FMA, there's people, how many people could benefit from this? How many houses could be raised? How many children and elderly would be out of harm's way if you do your job and start making this happen? All of you. So my semi-rant is over, but now you know, so let's go for it. Thank you. Bye.